So let's take a look at data binding in Vue.js with one form example. So first thing, to set up our environment here, I'm going to Vue.js.org, then clicking on get started. I'm going to take the path of Vue.js CDN. Okay, then I'm going to open text editor where I have this index HTML file and I have this boilerplate text. Also, I have just inserted this CDN path to Vue.js file. Okay, the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to simply create one input. Okay, and I'm going to set its type to text. Okay, and after that I'm going to name this ID as input. Okay, and what we're going to do is we are going to simply check it on the screen. Okay, let's also try and put this into a div so that we want our view to recognize and bind the data. So first thing, div ID, and here I'm going to use app as its ID. Okay, also I can align this to center. Okay, now I'm going to add this form inside this div. Okay, and also going to add one more, let's say h1 tag that will take the input and say input type is, and within these curly bracket I'm going to add the message. So whatever the input typed within here should appear below. Okay, so for that let's go ahead and add our view. So let's start with script. Okay, and here I'm going to add variable app new view. Okay, and here we will start with pointing to element which is id app, then data. Okay, so for data I'm going to simply add a message. Let's say Devnami YouTube. Okay, and we are good to go. So I'm going to just refresh the browser, and here it says Devnami YouTube. However, I want this input to also reflect this message. So to bind this input, I have to go here in input and use v-model, and here I have to simply point message. Okay, now let's refresh the browser again, and it shows that message. Now if I change this to, let's say, YouTube Devnami Vue.js. Okay, so you can see as your form input is changed, it also reflects here this h1 tag. So your view is bind with this input text box also to this h1 content. So this was a simple example on how to bind your data with your form element or your any other tag using Vue.js.